Good morning, Tom Beal here with a Make Today Great moment. Are you playing to your strengths? Meaning, when I rode freestyle bikes, there was two different types of riding. There was the flatland, tricks on the ground, and there were the ramps. Now, very early on, as youngsters, teenagers, we had to decide where our strength was. Did we feel stronger on the ramps, the half pipes and things like that, quarter pipes, half pipes, or do we feel stronger on the flatland? Now, you could try to do both. I mean, if you remember X Games, one person who was very good at both was Dennis McCoy. But then one person who was awesome at one and not the other, decent at the other, but awesome at one, was Matt Hoffman. Matt Hoffman was untouchable on the half pipes. At my event back in 1989, he pulled the first 900, 2.5 rotations, and landing facing down the half pipe. That was pulled in Rochester, New York in 1989 at the event that we put on. So where is your strength? Another example that I'm going up to meet with Rich Sheffrin here in a couple minutes. Rich uses the example of Michael Jordan, the greatest basketball player of all time, who's a fantastic athlete, no question, who tried to be a professional baseball player after his basketball career. And he was good, better than most, but couldn't make it in the major leagues because they specialize and they played to their strengths. What are your strengths? Are you specialized in one certain area, but you're trying to be a generalist and trying to be good at many things versus being the best at one thing? Because I'd recommend that you try to pull a Michael Jordan and stick to the absolute best. Pull a Matt Hoffman. Don't think Matt's going to say one day, maybe I'm just going to go do flatland or do something like that. No, he is the best at half pipes. No one's better. So he's going to stick to his strength, right? So where is your strength, and where can you focus your time, your energy? I learned this as a youngster in high school. I tried to do many different sports. I did track, I did wrestling, and I did my bicycle freestyling. I did football my freshman year as well. So I was doing all these multiple sports, and I was pretty good at track, darn good wrestler, and a darn good bike rider. Had I got rid of two of the three and just focused on either bike riding or just wrestling, I could have been the best, and that's just a choice. As a child, we want to do so many different things, and I ended up being very good at multiple different things versus being the best at one. And it's a tough choice. So you have to look at what you're doing and say, where can I be the absolute best? No one can touch me in this arena. And stick to that. Then, if you're smart, we'll get to this as we progress in these videos, you'll surround yourself with people that cover your weaknesses. So if you have a big glaring weakness, don't try to be an expert in that area. Keep that. You're weak there. Just acknowledge it. Bring someone in on your team who is not weak there, who is actually the best in that area. So now you complement one another as a team. But we'll get to that at a future point. So today's message is, where can you shine? Where can you be that Matt Hoffman? And if you ever saw X Games, he's the one who just has dominated that forever. And, as I was growing up, he was dominating it then too. Or be that Michael Jordan in basketball. Don't be the Michael Jordan in baseball. Be that Michael Jordan in basketball. And where is your strength? How can you fine-tune it? How can you focus on it? And then here's the great part. Once you find that and you can dump the other stuff, you now are doing what you're passionate at, you're doing what you're great at, and you're going to excel at a whole new level. And that's when the fun begins. So find out where you are the strongest. How can you get rid of some of the other stuff that you're trying to do that you're good at but not the best, to now focus on the stuff that you can be the best at. So think about that, implement that, and make today great.